In all my days playing, I've never seen a sheer volume of these reports I'm about to show you in this past 7 opening. But to get there, I'm gonna quickly tell you the recap of how things went because I didn't stream it. So the first thing is the pass opening. We got the first capture, but maybe it's a bug, maybe not, but they took it immediately. So we were on the back foot and they pushed in all the way in and they had more numbers, I think. And it took us a little bit to clean them out and get them outside the pass. They didn't really try to burn anything because this flag wasn't built at the time. So they had to build something in order to burn something. Except, I think maybe this flag was built. Yeah, this flag was built. So they were able to burn a flag or two, I think. I wasn't really focused on the top side because I was in the bottom side. Anyway, getting off topic a bit. Once we pushed them out of the pass, then the rally started. So for a good while, it was only single rallies from our side. And here I'll show you the first ones, starting from here. As you can see, Rick is absolutely killing it. If you look at the kill point ratio and support skill used, and you can see these are not the most optimal skills used for the garrison side, but also the stats. It's pretty stacked on our side. I can't deny it. I can't hide it. These results speak for themselves. And after Rick, take Kevin. Yeah, Kevin gave it a shot with Scipio Pakal. As you can see, the results are pretty savage as well. If you look at the battle data, it's double the kill points, good amount of deaths, and double the sevs wounded. So, and if you look at the troop buffs, you can see here, it's a bit better in terms of passions used, but I think still not the most optimal ones. And moving on to the next one, this was also a single rally. You can see almost double the deaths, double the sevs. And this was Tarek at this time because it was a cav garrison. You want to use Tarek because of his skill, which deals more damage to calorie. Which was it? Yeah, this one. So this was pretty savage as well. This, I think this was maybe the first double rally, but maybe not. But as you can see, this was probably the best one out through that day. And this was just great to join all around because it was just a lot of kill points to be had and a lot of power to be shed. And I know people think there might be like only farms on one side, but both sides use farms, so no one can say it's only farms on each side. They're both of us are using farms to fill, and I think a good chunk of that is also mains. I myself have been yesterday pretty much fielded maybe for an hour, and the rest has only been joining stuff like rallies, garrisons, and reinforcing. So moving on to more Rick rallies, Rick archers are just really, really strong. It's hard to take it down, and if you keep it topped off, it just deals a massive amount of damage. I mean, I could go on and on. I pretty much this is the most stronghold reports I've said in all of my days of playing. Like I usually say one or two because they stay longer in memory. But for us, it felt like each rally was like a really big report, and it's something I didn't really experience in a long while. And it was fun watching it, just reinforcing things, watching it die, and watching all the AoE killing all the marches. This was a counter rally, by the way. So counter rally does a lot of damage because they swarm it, and the buffs used are pretty good, you know. So a lot of KP to be made just by joining things. I think I got like 5 million kills just by joining counters, joining garrisons rallies, and even some city rallies. But as you can see, on the garrison side of things, this is where things get a bit kind of even at times because we're reaching our downtime and we're trying to fill more with farms. But as I said, this is during downtime, so any even report is honestly a positive report. And you can see from our side, we'll be using these garrison skills, they'll be using these rally skills, and this combo was actually good against this particular garrison. This was another, I think this was a fort. Yeah, this was a fourth rally I joined, and we managed to burn it. I'll show you in a second more about how things went down. Yeah, this is another pass. This was a savage one on both sides, so very good. Oh yeah, this is a big one. I think this particular report, it was honestly unreal to see the rally survive because the sheer volume of troops swarming it. It was hard to keep it full, but we managed to do it, I think, 2 or 3 times, and the results clearly show that, and I think they really regret doing that. But yeah, it was just crazy hype to actually fill it in and get all the damage done. So this was when they started to use Scipio Pical because they really wanted to swarm the rally. So now they're a bit more hesitant, but still they took a really bad trade. And this was another pass rally, which was pretty positive, all things considered. And one more, which is the defense, which went pretty even, all things considered. So as you can see, the stronghold reports, it's not their really strong points. Their numbers, open field numbers, are good. But even with them, they didn't really manage to burn anything inside our territory except this flag. But this flag was just a placeholder really to protect the fort. And they didn't really manage to burn it that much. I think they got it burned once, and that was just a massive swarm after they captured the pass. They swarmed in, got the flag, and then they got pushed out. Meanwhile, on the other hand, we managed to push in and we managed to rally this fort, I think, once or twice, and this fort once or twice. And as you can see, it didn't really matter on both sides if we got a rally in because we have there is no realistic time to get any sort of ground in this zone or in our zone. It's pretty patched up on both sides, and forts take forever to burn. And Kingsland is tomorrow, so Friday. So I'm pretty sure at this moment in time, we're both kind of licking our wounds and trying to prepare for Kingsland. If we look at enemy elimination, so like less than 3 hours left, I've done, you know what? Considering there's like 16 kingdoms, I've top 200. I'm pretty okay with that, considering I didn't really feel much. It was mostly just from joining things. But you can see there's quite a few. I remember at the time there was like top 5. It was all 280, 85 players. But over the time, our allies, got some fun in their side of the map. But overall, I think it's been very fun for me. I think for our whole kingdom and the whole camp, especially when you take into consideration our last KVK, when you take just really bad trades on the field and they didn't really try to bother to do anything meaningful in terms of pushing. And there's a vast difference in the KVK. My deads, I still have more to drop in terms of power, but this time I've certainly killed off more T5s and T4s because I didn't really try to swarm anything or send my T4s in the rallies or garrisons. I've strictly been using T5s. And I still have a lot more to go. I think another 600K. And I plan to get it if today, if possible, or tomorrow in Kingsland. As for the kills, I've been 30 billion. It's not bad, but I've been trying to maybe save my T4s for the Kingsland fight, more speed ups I've conserved. But the problem with me right now is going to be resources. I am pretty depleted, as you can see, but we shall see how it goes. Maybe I can patch it up. I think patch it up a bit and see how things go. So yeah, to cut it short, it's a very eventful past seven. Uh, our opponent has more numbers in terms of field, but their stronghold captains are or rally captains are not as good as ours, and they've been taking bad trades for the most part. And we've been trying to, have fun with it, not try to push too much because there is no point really, no way to get anything done in this zone in this short amount of time. And personally, I'm just waiting for the Karak so I can get even more bit tech going in before Kingsland. And this is one of the few KVK formats you actually get the most relevant Karak before Kingsland, which is great. And if you want to see these meta captains that we mentioned in the Rally and Garrison combos, you can click the video on the screen right now, and you might see some familiar faces from these reports to see how well they rank and how correct the list actually is. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.